Well, hello, campus staff. Steve here from Xenia, greeting you. Hopefully, you're having a great middle of your summer. And I'm very excited. As a team, we're excited about what's ahead for you all. As in the next few weeks, most of you will be engaging in the strategic planning process for this upcoming ministry year. And so I know there's been some concerns from some of people out there about strategic planning, that it's man-centered, that it's from the secular world, that it's kind of it's devoid of God and being a part of it. And so our encouragement for you is don't let that be the case. A few years ago, the Lord helped dismantle in me the sacred secular split. So I really believe that this is just as spiritual as anything else that we can do. And so do it with God. Integrate prayer and time in the Word and worship as you plan with your people. The scripture certainly warns against self-reliance and just prideful man-centeredness as we approach life, but the scripture also exhorts us to plan and to steward well what God's entrusted to us and to bring him into that process. Proverbs 16:3, for instance, says, "Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established." So expect God to show up as you plan, but also make room as the year unfolds for the Spirit to do spontaneous things, to make adjustments along the way as God leads you there as well. So don't be so firmly held rigidly to your plan. 3 reasons, there's many more than 3, but 3 reasons why strategic planning is a real benefit. Number 1 is it grows our people. So you as the leader, you're going to grow as you facilitate this process with the people that you lead. 2 years from now, you'll be a little bit more effective at leading this process as you are now, as you grow in this. And it's going to really help your team grow and develop as well, as they are imparted with even some of your strategic and missional and theological thinking and distinctives. And it also prepares people on your team to someday facilitate this planning process with their future teams that God may call them to lead someday. So 2, it surfaces great ideas that from your team and ultimately from the Lord, that some great ideas, some innovative things can surface as you plan and think and pray and wait on the Lord for how to move forward in an effective way to steward what God's entrusted to you. On the campus executive team, even in recent weeks, Gary Schmaltz, of all people, had a great idea, and that was to allocate some of our funding towards the moving expenses of anyone who would want to move to one of our priority locations. Each of our RDs has picked 2 different locations in their regions of places that they want to go where we're not, new locations they want to plan a team. And Gary said, why don't we put some funding towards the moving expenses to help stimulate and be a catalyst for people to go places where we're not. Love that idea. So Gary brought that to our team. And finally, in addition to growing people, surfacing great ideas, this planning process can breed ownership and alignment. Involvement breeds commitment. Involvement breeds ownership. And so this is a great opportunity for your team to wrestle and pray and think with you about the whole scope of your mission as a team. And the more that they do that, the more they think about that, pray about that, engage with you on that, the more they're going to own the whole with you. And that's a really good thing. And this process can bring alignment to athletes and actions, values and mission and vision and our KSOs, but it also can bring alignment to you as the leader, to your team, things on your heart, your passions, your convictions, things that you really sense the Lord leading you, your ministry philosophy. And so in the end, we just want to say, have a lot of fun in this planning process. Be expectant for what God's going to do. Utilize some of the resources that are on this email. And if you need help or coaching or encouragement, please call your RD, contact me or someone on the campus executive team. We'd love to coach you through that. And if we can, we'd love to even fly in or travel into where you're located and be part of the facilitating process to train you and how to do this if you feel like you need that as well. So grateful for you. Keep going. Excel still more. And we're really expectant this year for what God's going to do in and through you. Thanks.